G'day everybody. I'm Kevin Buzzicott. I'm Arabian from Lake. I'm beating old drums, Papuan drums, and I've got a few little stories to talk to you mob about out there, people out there. And I know you're all interested because what's happening recently. Yesterday, your minister, Prime Minister, went to Jakarta to meet with the Indonesian president. And they're talking about stuff. And I just come back from the way. I've been up down flotilla, as you can see I've got the flotilla shirt on. What I want to do today, this morning or this afternoon, is they're talking about sovereignty. Don't muck with their sovereignty, and I'm saying the same thing, my sovereignty. I've got a few things here. Actually, what I'm doing to the Australian government today and the Indonesian government is I'm setting a trap, a booby trap. I don't know what else they call it, but to be a sovereign nation, to be a sovereign person, to have the authority of the sovereign, if you want to identify yourself as a sovereign people or sovereign person, and you have the authority to rule that nation that you're in, whether it's an island or in this case here Australia, then you have to prove yourself to be a sovereign person. And to be a leader of any sovereign nation, you have to care for everybody, not just yourself or your meeting. I see Mr. Abbott, after just not long been elected as the Prime Minister of Australia, he went to Indonesia and he butted up the Indonesian government by all the paraphernalia, all the stuff that he went through. And he took along with him 20 or so business people. Now these there was no talks, I didn't hear any talks about human rights. And yeah, that's another story. I'm talking here today about sovereignty. I've got to show you people something. I did something a few years ago. I was directed by my elders, who now have passed on, and I have reclaimed. I've reclaimed our sovereign rights to this country that we live on. I'm going to take me a while, just bear with me for a minute. I have here, oh it's heavy, it seems to get heavier and heavier. This is the kangaroo and emu that I took back from the Australian government and saying that they have no use and no jurisdiction to use this because they are not the sovereign people. I am. And I'm calling now on my people to support this, not Abbott or not the Indonesian government, the prior president. I also have Abby here with me, the West Papuan t-shirt on, and I'm flogging the issue as well. I didn't hear ever talk about humanity, about human rights. All they talked about is the greedy, selfish people are talking about trade. What can we trade? What can we learn from these people? But they forget about us. We could teach them a lot. The real sovereign people of this country. I also have here before me, get used to seeing these. These are the passports. It means coming the right way, being the sovereign people of this country. So get used to seeing these, because if you ain't got one of these, you are not sovereign to this country. And we will be extraditing or asking people to go and come again. If you can't come the right way, then you need to go, and this is what I'm suggesting to Abbott and his government. They are not sovereign to this country, Australia. I have here the emu and the kangaroo that I did. I took off the walls of the government house, and to be a sovereign people, you must know about these animals. You must respect these animals. You must respect us who are the sovereign people. These animals are sovereign to Australia like the zebra is or the lion is to Africa and other countries. In this case, I just got to put it down here. I like nursing them. And also there's no room here for racism, not in this country. For 40,000 years we've maintained our sovereign ownership of this land. This is what it's about. Sorry, my brothers and sisters, I'm not hiding you. This is the flotilla, what we did to save free West Papua. And it's sad to see the Australian government going over there and butting up the Indonesian government, who have done terrible things to West Papuans. I have West Papua, I have Papuan, this is the bow and arrow here that I have. To say that I've been over there, I went over there and I've received these. The bow and arrow from the brother over there. We have big stories about the bow and arrow and the woman and the spear. It links with us. It is our sovereign tools that we use for 40,000 years plus. I'd love to try one of these out one day on a target. What I'm saying is, and around about what I'm saying is, Tony Abbott, I have a passport for you, and I have a passport here for the President of Indonesia. If you want to make peace and come the right way, we can do it. So contact me whenever you feel free, and we will do it. And the other demand I have in the meantime is release West Papuan prisoners, political prisoners, out of your jails, and the other islands and come and talk. Let's sit down and talk, because the whole world is watching. Thank you.